Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. I'm back for the second day running, which I don't know is a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, but hey ho. I've accumulated a little bit of stuff over the last week and a half or so. I was going to leave it till next week and show them as I've done a video yesterday, but I want to get on and watch some of them. I'm a bit strange that I'll leave them and wait till I've shown them in a video before I watch them. I know it doesn't make any sense. I hold my hands up and say, yeah, it's weird, but what can you say? I'm a bit of an oddball. That's just me. So let's crack on and I'll show you what I've got over the last few days. Now, I got a DVD in a charity shop the other day, and I watched it and I talked about it. The password is courage. And I was talking to Larry and James about the film and how much I enjoyed it and all that. And Larry was telling me about some more war films I might like. And Larry being Larry, regular viewers of the channel, will know that he spoils me, and truly enough, next day they turn up, don't they? What are you like, Larry? You know how much I appreciate it though. The first one being, and I don't know anything about these two war films, They Who Dare. They Who Dare, Rodney. With Dirk Bogarde, Denham Elliott, Akim Tamiroff, directed by Lewis Milestone. As I could say, don't know anything about it. Let's have a read up about it on the back. New restoration of the 1954 World War II drama directed by Lewis Milestone and starring Dirk Bogarde, Denham Elliott and Akim Tamiroff, if you just forgot him from a minute ago. Based on Operation Anglo in the Dodecanese Islands at the height of World War II, German planes are disrupting the lines of communication between the Allies and their forces in Africa. Lieutenant Graham Bogarde leads a raiding party to German-controlled airfields in Rhodes to free the airways from enemy interference. That sounds really good. Absolutely fantastic. And it won't be long before I'm watching that, then I'll let you guys know what I think of that one. And the second one that Larry ever so kindly, like again, just blows me away, the Manders. The Silent Enemy. Now, this one stars Lawrence Harvey, Dawn Adams, John Clements and Michael Craig. And I'm not sure who directs this one. Is it on here somewhere? No, can't see it. Probably staring me in the face. Oh, here we go. William Fairchild, a director I'm not that au fait with, as they say. And this one is, in 1941, the Italians have created a new form of warfare, frogmen, an intrepid band of men who travel astride small torpedo-type vessels and attach explosive charges to the hulls of enemy ships below the waterline. All the little tinkers. The young naval lieutenant Buster Crabbe, an expert in mine and bomb disposal, is sent to Gibraltar to try and combat this threat. Never having dived before, he sets to work to master the technique of underwater operations, and soon he and his team are able to locate many of the frogmen's charges and render them harmless. But with an invasion of North Africa imminent, time is not on the Allies' side. Now that sounds really good as well. Sort of an underwater danger UXB. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy both of them, and like I say, I'll get them watched and I'll let you guys know. Cheers, Larry. You, sir, are a star, as Kermit's Ghost says. The next one was a film I'd never heard of. It was on auction on eBay and nobody had bid on it, and I snagged it for just a couple of quid. Starring Vanessa Redgrave, Keith Carradine, Rod Steiger. I just thought it sounded interesting reading up about it. Set during the Depression in the South, Miss Angela Evans, Vanessa Redgrave, owns the local store and is feared and loathed by most of the town. She kicks her would-be husband out, refusing to consummate the marriage, but accept his generous wedding present of land. When a hunchback arrives, claiming he is her cousin, the town watches in amazement as she takes him in, dotes on him, and turns her store into a cafe. Just Just sounds like something I'd enjoy. I do like these, like set in villages, some scenery. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about that, let me know. And I think CEX sell that for a tenner, so to get it for a couple of quid, absolute bargain. Now I've got 3 from CEX. No, actually 2 from CEX. The first one being Randolph Scott, Western Ride Lonesome. Not seen this before. I have got some of the other Randolph Scott ones. I've got the Tall T there, Buchanan Rides Again, and now this one. Wasn't there 4 altogether, I think, on Indicator? Decision at Sundown, I think, is now the one I've got to get. So looking forward to that one. I do like a bit of Randolph Scott. Boyfriend of Cary Grant, apparently. And next, because I had some vouchers and I thought this was a great price for 15 in CX, Tin Star, which I believe is a bit of a detective come police type thing, with Series 3 being set in Liverpool. So I thought I'd give that a watch. I've heard a few people say this is a good series. Do like Tim Roth, so can't see how I'll go wrong with that. I'll get that watched when I've done with Benidorm. Currently trawling my way through Benidorm. Good laugh that is. I quite enjoy that. Next up, a charity shop find. Arrow video for a quid. The Villainess. I did have this in the collection before. I wasn't that struck on it, and I think I let James have it. I'm pretty sure I sent it to James. But for a quid, I'll add it back in and give it another watch. You never know. I might change my mind on it. Sometimes they just catch you wrong, don't they? But we'll see. Next up, one from eBay. Out of print. I was talking to this one with James about it, saying I enjoyed it. I only had a DVD copy, so managed to find a new and sealed one on eBay, cheap. Burnt. Brilliant chef type story. If you like chef, you'll enjoy this. That cover doesn't really do it much justice. Just makes it look like a romantic comedy type thing, which it's not. It's quite a thrill set. Not the right word. Quite panicky. You know what kitchens are like with these chefs. It's all high octane. Bit like the Stephen Graham one earlier in the year on Netflix, which was also very good. Is there a Blu-ray of that? I don't think there is, but I'd love one. Yeah, great film. The next one's got a bit of a tale attached to it. I ordered from eBay again. I think the seller was called Monster Books, something like that on eBay. Anyway, the listing for £12, I think it was. The listing was called Enter the Void, but on the picture it had, you know, the Enter the Video arrow set with about 5 different films in, which I've been after for a while, but waiting to find it at the right price. So I didn't know whether I'd received that set or the actual Enter the Void, but I thought for 12 quid I'll chance my arm and give it a go. But nah, I bet on black and it come in red, didn't it? And I ended up with Enter the Void. Now, I did contact them and they said I could either send it back or they'd give me a 10% discount. But this film is by director Gaspar Noé, who I've only ever seen Climax, and I absolutely loved that film. And I don't know why I've only ever seen Climax, because I've got Irreversible there as well, which I haven't got around to watching yet. So I think I will enjoy that. And actually, CEX sell that for 18 quid, and I think they give you a 12 quid voucher. So if I like it, if I don't like it, then I could always trade it in and get my money back anyway, and I've watched a film for nothing. Yeah, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. You can't win them all. But we'll see how we get on with it. And the last 2 are DVDs. Yes, DVDs. Stop throwing stuff at me. And 2 charity shop finds, 2 network series. Now, oddly enough, again, we'd have been talking to Larry about television series, and I mentioned We'll Meet Again and how I loved it as a kid, how my mum always watched it. She really enjoyed it. And the next day I went in the charity shop and there it was for £1.50 in cancer research. So I can sit and watch that again at my leisure. Is it Vanessa Redgrave? She's good at it. Michael J. Shannon. Not that Michael Shannon, I presume. I think he'd be a bit too young. And the other series I found in the same shop for £1.50, network series Manhunt, which I haven't seen, but by all accounts is a fantastic series. So I'll get into that as well. That's 3 series I've got to watch now. It takes me ages to get through series, so probably be this time next year I'll get through them, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. Sorry for taking up your time 2 days running, but that's how it goes sometimes. If you've liked what I've done here today, give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe and you can see my beautiful face again. That'll be a treat for you, wouldn't it? Thanks very much. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.